All right, let's look at what your grades are going to look like for your student for one class. So this is kind of an individualized look at class grades. I was able to access the grades by being in a course and using the course navigation. If I look across the top, I can see what student the grades are for, and then I have some filter options based on the grading period, the course, and the arrange by date. You can choose if you want to view this by assignment group, due date, module, or title. When you are done with your settings, click apply. All right. So for right now, I have um, I have some things here that I want to point out. We can see as we look down our list the assignment name, okay, and they are hyperlinks. We can see the due date. You can see September 10th there, the score that was earned, and the points that the score was out of. So you can see this student had a 5 out of 5 on this assignment. If I scroll down a little further, you can see all of the points, the due dates, etc. I want to point out this little bubble here, okay? That is a feedback bubble. So if you see that, that means feedback was given on the assignment, and the comments for that feedback will be listed there. You can click close. All right, as you scroll down a little further, let's see if I can find one. You can see on this assignment, this test, the student scored a 16 out of 17. Okay, so you can see that will change there. Let's point out these icons right here. We talked about the talk bubble already. Okay, let me jump up a little bit. This check mark will allow you to see some scoring details based on the mean, the high score, and the low score. So this is going to be the class as a whole. All right, one more icon I want to point out is this kind of checklist here. When I drop that down, it will drop down a rubric if there has been a rubric attached to the assignments. Just want to point that out for you. If we scroll all the way down to the bottom, we will see the overall averages based on the assignment groups for each course. So if there is a course with weighted assignment groups, you will be able to see how your student performed in those individual weighted groups. I want to also show you up here across the top to the right hand side of your screen, you will see a total. This student had a 98.08%. This is the total based on all of the work complete, okay? If your student is missing any assignments, I'm going to show you something real quick because I jumped to a new tab. If your student is missing any assignments, this checkbox right here will factor in those missing assignments as zeros. So notice I have 100%. If I uncheck this, that is going to change to a 73.76% because as I look down my assignment list here, there are some assignments that are incomplete. So those incomplete assignments are counting as zeros. I want to point that out because if you are getting to the end of a grading period and your student is missing work, having this checkbox unchecked is going to be incredibly helpful. That missing work, those missing assignments will be counted as zeros, and it will give you a true picture of how your student is performing. If your student has everything complete, then there should not be any discrepancy in the average or the total that you see here. Okay? Feel free to reach out to your teacher with any questions. They will know how to explain this to you and guide you in the best direction to understand your students' grades.